Good morning and welcome to the Willow Rose story. You might have noticed that I changed the name of my channel, and that is because I am going to be leaving my beloved and well-loved for over 9 years Willow Rose Cottage. And I named the cottage the Willow Rose Cottage because that's a combination of two of my nicknames. I have bought a new bungalow, and I've been kind of consternating on what I should change my channel because I'm leaving the Willow Rose Cottage, so I don't think it should be the same. And in my video yesterday, I was talking about how I was going to take down the post where I was really, really sick because it was concerning to some people, and I didn't want to concern people. And but then I started explaining that, well, the vlog was started at the request of my son to document my story, my life story for future generations. And so that's the true purpose of my vlog. And I made it public so anybody can come along on the journey with me if they want to, or jump on the crazy train and then ride it for a while and jump off again. So anyway, so when I was talking about that, it hit me that the vlog is my story and I'm Willow Rose. And so I changed it last night to the Willow Rose story. So I'm going to start a new intro. Hello, and welcome to the Willow Rose story. I'm Willow Rose, and this is my story. Thank you for coming along with me. Today we have an adventure, I hope. Yesterday we started the adventure, and then I got ghosted by my moving company. So I got rescheduled till today, so today's going to be the moving day from my beautiful beloved cottage to my fabulous bungalow that I'm super, super excited to be moving into. Well, they made it. That truck is huge. Like my entire house could be picked up and put inside that truck. I really don't know what they were thinking. This is huge. This truck is huge. Oh my gosh. I think we might have overdone it a little bit. Wow, this is happening. My little cottage is being torn apart. There's Louie's little doggy bed. Here's my antique sewing machine that my cousin Brenda sent to me because I had to give up the one my grandmother gave me when I moved 5 or 6 moves ago. Wow, lots of stuff. Things still need to be done. This is taking a long, long time. We have stuff out here. We have stuff on the truck. Oops, sorry about that. There's a bunch of stuff on the truck. Stuff still out here, some boxes. We have some stuff over here. Looks like they got my apothecary cabinet out. That's gonna be, I don't know. I think they're getting the washer and dryer right now. They haven't even started on the boxes in here. I don't know if they're going to have enough room for any of these boxes on that truck. It's a huge truck, but there's a lot of boxes here. So we did talk about that earlier when they got here, that these are all secondary priority. They got my kitchen hutch out of the bathroom. And I did ask them to leave the tree. I'll be taking that later. The tree comes apart, so it won't be a problem to take later. And just my very few little things to leave here for when I come back. Yeah, and I are sitting in the bedroom and we're just kind of hanging out, trying to keep things calm and cool for him. they're loading everything up. I went out about 10 minutes ago just to check and see how everything was going, and he told me he thinks it's gonna be a little bit more. Wow, look at that. It's full, all right. Looks good though. It looks nice and tightly packed.
Yeah. So right here with this, the two dryer and the washer, that's the limit of your space. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna fill it at this line. I'm gonna take the other two things is in there to fill it up. I wanna take a
The
couple bit
sofa?
more. Yeah.
The sofa?
Sofa, the shelves, and all the boxes in the kitchen.
Okay.
So I'm gonna fill it out all the space
Okay.
with those.
Okay.
But just the rest on the room, they want to stay.
Okay, that's fine. I kind of figured that. So what about how much for that little space there that I'm going to have to pay
That's what I
extra?
say. That what I'm gonna fill it out. All
And
the
then-
kind of
and
space
then figure
with
it
those.
out?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna figure it out with us.
Okay. He took me outside and he showed me the truck and he told me where the line was, where my money stopped, and he still hadn't loaded the two things, well, two of the most important things that I wanted loaded, and that was my mom's red velvet sofa and my bedroom wall unit that I'm going to use in my art studio, and they're both huge, so I kind of feel a little bit taken advantage of. I told him I want the red sofa and this, and I even told him about the wall unit. I even told him, why don't you take this in first? Like, why don't you do this one first? Man, and this is a company that caters to senior citizens because we're so vulnerable. Sofa and my library cabinet are the two things that, well, actually the sofa is gonna go. Library cabinet is not gonna make it. Louis packed up, got lots of water so I don't get dehydrated. I'm in the Jeep, truck's behind me idling. They're putting the last of my sofa on the outside of the truck and strapping it on. He says he does it all the time. I'm like, okay, well that's my mother's antique sofa. I paid over $2,000 to have that thing recovered, so we got to get it there safely. He promised me he would, so okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start the Jeep. I'm all gassed up and we are ready for the second half of the moving journey. I haven't even gotten off the hill yet and I've got plants back there fighting with each other. Bing, 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 bing. I'm like, I cannot do this for 3.5 hours. Louis chilling though, he's doing okay. I just have to say, I have this amazing sense of calmness right now. I don't know if this is what it feels like to be health and is it wealth? Health and wealth? I don't know. Anyway, I used to feel like this way back when I lived in Tahoe. But it's been a really long time since I felt like this. Wow. Feels really good. Feels really good. We made it to the house. I can't wear my glasses because they keep falling off my face, so I don't want to break them. So I took my glasses off, and I am taking note. Do not push myself. I have the Jeep to unload because they wouldn't, they don't take plants and a few other things I had put in there that they didn't want to take. So I'm in the process of getting that out, but I'm doing it very slowly. I'm doing one little load at a time, and then I'm stopping to drink my electrolytes. So I am not gonna get sick. I will not get sick. Yes, I do have the air conditioning on to 78. And it's just because the front door is open and it's so hot. It's in the 90s right now, so, and the house has been closed up for a week, and so I don't think it's cooling off as fast as it could be. My hard work's over. I'm gonna sit back, drink some electrolytes, and enjoy what I paid $3,000 for. Oh, by the way, he didn't charge me more for all that extra space he used. He just kept it at the regular price that I was quoted, and we're all good. So I'm really happy about that. That made me really happy. I actually gave him a little more. I gave him a tip. So, because he's like, no, we'll just keep it at the estimated price. And I was like, well, you gave me like all that space and the sofa and everything. And he's like, no, let's just leave it at the price. So that was really sweet. I'm glad that happened at the end. So they're still unloading. I've unloaded everything I've needed to unload from the Jeep. Louie's in the bathroom, only place I guess he could be. And I'm just gonna take the opportunity of him being in an enclosed area to relax a little bit, drink some more electrolytes, and watch the show. Funny how after a long, stressful day, you just want to curl up with your puppy. He's in the bathroom right now. He has to be contained because he can't behave himself. And I'm in the living room, and we have people coming in and out, and I just want everyone to go home, and I want to curl up with my puppy and just cuddle. It's 9 o'clock-esque, and here's the final tour of moving day. So you walk in, and this is where some stuff was. You turn this way, and I have my mother's arts and crafts hall tree set up with a little plant, and little plants down there. I don't know, they left a bunch of stuff wrapped up. All this stuff is still wrapped. I don't know, I guess I have to deal with it. Well, apparently, yes, I do have to deal with it. Here's a few more plants that I brought in from outside. Little guy in there. So I'm gonna make this quick. I'm just gonna do a sweeping tour. Then you come into the dining room, which I tried to keep pretty clear because I'm still trying to paint it. If you remember, I got sick halfway through. So I do want to still paint that. So I have I asked him about the trash. This is interesting. I said, oh, don't forget this. And he said, no, the trash is on you. You have to get rid of it. What? They bring all this, like, okay, shelving. It goes to random shelves and throughout the house. Here's my little chairs that I worked so hard on, almost killed myself over. So these are in their proper home, finally. My little workstation, not a whole lot in here. Here's a little desk. I'm gonna use it for a credenza, but I'm gonna put it over there with each chair on each side of it. Then I'm gonna get a proper credenza for in here. So coming into the kitchen, I really don't have words. There's a lot of boxes. An upside down piano stool that clearly needs some attention. Another step that I'll probably use for a plant step. So I'll get to that in a minute. Here, this was already here. I've been working on this little section for a while. So over here, did I already go over this part? No, I didn't. I didn't go into this part. Okay, so this is the sofa that I ordered from Overstock, and I love it, and Louie loves it. And this part right here pulls out and makes into a bed. So when I was sick, we were just out here together lounging. More boxes. My wicker rattan chair, not unwrapped. What are those things called? Oh my God, ottoman for it. Goes there, or is there. More boxes here, but this was what I was really pleased with. I had them put this in. This is my apothecary cabinet. You might remember when I found it, and Nikki helped me haul it in. I am so in love with this cabinet. It had to come, and it had to be in my apothecary room. So here's my little apothecary tea room. I have a shelf over here. I can put my teas on. I don't know, I just have a little vase over there. I don't know, just shoved it over there in the corner. I might put those over there just to get them out of the way so that I can walk through here. But this is what I'm loving. I'm really excited to share this with you. As you know, or if you don't, I'll tell you now, I'm going to be ripping out the kitchen and putting in an unfitted kitchen. And soon, hopefully next weekend, I'm going to be going to pick up a vintage stove that a friend had given me. It was her grandmother's. And so she had given that to me, and we're going to go pick it up, and I'm going to take it in to see how much work needs to be done on it. And hopefully, if not a lot of work, then it's going to go here, and all this is going to get ripped out. All that's going away. And I already told you the refrigerator's going away in another video. I knew that as soon as I saw the pictures on the listing. Back here, we have a famishly thirsty Louie and the washer and dryer not hooked up. At least they put him in the right place. I mean, not everything was put in the right place. So over here, my absolute favorite thing about the kitchen, you would think it was a dishwasher because I've lived without a dishwasher for over 9 years, and I am pretty jazzed. I got a dishwasher, but I am in love with this sink. I love the sink, love it. So I'm going to be ripping this out and this area out here. I already have somebody I have somebody lined up to help me with that. He's a woodworker. He's like, I can take that out. I can put wood countertops in, take this garish backsplash off, and keep the sink beautiful. And I'll probably just, I don't know what I'll do with that. I'm kind of leaning towards getting like a dresser or something to put under there. Not sure yet. However, this I've had since I was about, I told the mover guy 18, but I'm thinking it was probably more like 19 or 20. This is an original kitchen cabinet, and it came out of my mother's great aunt's house in probably around the 1970s. They had just an old-fashioned kitchen, and they were updating their kitchen, and they pulled out all their cabinets, and I was like, I want that. So I snagged it. I have tugged this old kitchen cabinet around forever for this day, and I finally did paint the inside. I thought I was going to show you the inside was horrible, but it looks like I finally did break down and paint the inside. So all the shelves are out because we just moved it. So this has been my dream, to always have an old-fashioned unfitted kitchen. So this is my first step. So I'm so excited to have this here. Okay, and so I think the rest is going to be really pretty quick. Louie, it's late, he's tired, he's been locked up, he needs some mommy attention. Nothing going on in the bathroom, nothing. Everything's still the same. This is going to be my library in here. So my mother's red velvet sofa, made it safe, yay! My gold leaf table here and my wood inlay, and then my chair. And then on this side, all these are going to get painted the same color. Of course, things will be blah, blah, blah. But these will be my bookshelves. And obviously a rug and a little place to put your tea when I'm here by myself studying. So here we have my room, which is going to be my personal bedroom. They just kind of dumped a bunch of stuff here. This is an old commode from my mom's house that I took. And then one day I was in a thrift store and I found one that was very, very similar to it. So I purchased that one. And I actually popped the top off of that one to slide underneath here. And you might have noticed that it was in there in some of my old videos of the living room in my old house, in my cottage. And so I'm debating if I want to pop it back in or just have these be my nightstands. I sort of like that idea. I get somebody to make a piece of nice lid for it. So I don't know, kind of like that idea. This was my grandmother's hall tree, or whatever they're called. And they didn't unwrap it either. It's a solid brass. It is an amazing piece of furniture. And then I'm going to go ahead and close this door. And just other random books, stuff, shelving. And then my studio, which I am just the most excited about, believe it or not. I haven't had a studio forever. So this isn't going to stay. This is just here because I don't have my life together yet. And sometimes I want to watch a little bit of TV at night before I go to sleep. However, over here, I'm pretty excited because I have my big, huge wall unit. And then I have a small shelf next to it. And then I have its partner over here. So this is, oh, and my drafting table. I'm super excited. I'm so excited about my studio. And then I have my sewing machine here, which will hold my other, like my real sewing machine. Well, this is a real sewing machine and it really does work, but you know, my electric sewing machine, I'll put it that way. So that's it. That's the quick tour. So stay tuned for more updates and stay whimsical.